Hello, welcome back to another Tabletop Talk. As you can see, we have another grand opening. Those of you who have paid any attention to my channel at all saw this coming. This is actually something I have wanted to pick up for a while and have kept putting it off. And so after trying a couple other golf games, I have been watching a lot of videos about this for a long time. And this one seems to do something different that the other ones don't do. So let's open it up and see what we got. This particular game has had a lot of coverage. So I'm not breaking any new ground here or covering anything that hasn't been covered very well. But again, the purpose of my channel is to share what I'm doing. So what I'm doing right now is opening this package. So we got our normal letter from Keith. Very good. Nice little touch. Of the play games, I have History Maker Baseball, which I like, as you can see. That's my play mat is a History Maker. Haven't played it in a little while. Have been kind of hankering to get it out and play it, because it, like the golf game, does things quite a bit different than any other sim that I have. And so kind of get the same thing here with this game. So again, kind of anxious to get into this and see what we got. So I'll show you what I picked up. There's a lot of players and courses with this. See what we got. Hang on just a second. I think my noise gate is getting carried away. So let me see if that's any better. Yeah, you got a little bit of background noise, but it was cutting me off prematurely. All right, so let's see what we got here. Well, first off, let's start with the game. So it comes in a nice box with a sleeve. And I can't remember exactly what the game itself comes with. Again, I have History Maker. There's a lot of really interesting games they produce. And so again, this is my second play experience with History Maker. Baseball being the other. So, got our game instructions. This game doesn't look to be too difficult. There are some things to remember, especially when you start getting into tournament mode. And so while I'm discussing that, that is the one thing this game does that the other cards and dice don't do quite as well as if you want to do a tournament. I believe that this, from watching the videos, that's where this game shines. Again, it's not shot by shot, play by play, but again, that would be impossible to do a tournament with 150 players. So, you know, with this, you can have a tournament with 150 players, and again, it plays a lot like watching it on television. You're not going to get every single blow by blow. But you can get a tournament in. And with golf, professional golf, tournaments are a big part, if not the biggest part of the game. And so in an afternoon with this, you can have 150 players and get a tournament in. I know Steve from After Further Review has a video where it's 3 to 4 hours. He did a complete tournament. And so, again, you know, with ASG and APBA Golf, you know, that would just take years and years, even with the, not years and years. It would take a long time to get a tournament in. So, again, that's, I believe that's what this game does differently than the other ones. And it gives you more narrative, more storylines. I know that Digital Dice just had an episode on storylines, and so a game like this gives you a lot more of that. So here we have our game action book, which I'm sure everybody is familiar with. And some charts. We got our charts here, and this is for your tournament. Again, anybody who's watched any videos know what these are. You got your caddy, which is kind of like your little secret weapons you can use at crucial times. Looks like as far as players, the set comes with the 2,000 stars, so that's cool. That'd be Ernie Els, Phil Nicholson, Tiger Woods, Furyk, Sergio Garcia, some Lee Westwood, some popular names there. I'd say those are probably the big ones. Looks like they may have them organized by popularity, perhaps. Justin Rose, so that's cool. That'll be a fun set to play with. And then it comes also with, let's see, these are our charts and our whatnot. Comes with a couple courses. It really bugs me that they're not able to put the name on the course on the cards, but I understand. So we got Augusta and Augusta, Georgia, and then the other one is, I don't know how to pronounce this one, Wapaloopa or something. It may be named after the city there, Kapalua, Hawaii. So that's an interesting second course to add. That's not one of the main popular ones, but obviously Augusta is, so very cool. Let's see. So here we have some tournament mode stuff. Designer note, sample card, quality key, so that describes the cards. Rules refresher. Designer note, so I guess that's just some extra stuff. I'll check out. This is one thing that watching videos that they seem to do a real good job with is these score sheets, to where it's kind of staggered to kind of help you keep your place when you get to the fourth round. And then here you have, looks like just regular score sheets if you're not doing a tournament, and give you a couple of those each, so very cool. And then you got your blue, which are good chips, and red for bad chips. You got your dice there and your green token, so you can tell who is striking the ball. All right, so that's what was in the box. So that's the standard that comes, that's what comes with it. And then these are some things that I ordered myself. I believe their shipping is free. If I'm wrong on that, I apologize. So you're not necessarily motivated to buy a ton at once, which I appreciate the free shipping. So we got Blackjack Golf Club in Las Vegas. So I got collection 1, 2, and 3 is what I got. So some of these I may not know. Oh, they actually are able to, isn't that silly? They're able to say what it's based on, but they can't put it on the card. So I got TPC Summerlin in Las Vegas, Marion Golf Club in Ardmore, Sea Island in Georgia, Spyglass at Pebble Beach. So I guess you get 4, I got to remember to stay on the camera here. You get 4 courses per set, and they're a little cheaper when you buy them like that. Here we got TPC Louisiana, Firestone, Pebble Beach, had to have that. TPC Boston, which is not the same as the Country Club, which is where the Open is played. So again, I didn't get these for any particular reason. I just figured eventually I would probably want them all, so I just started with 1, 2, and 3. We got Colonial, Torrey Pines, San Diego, Doral Golf Resort in Miami, and TPC River Highlands in Cromwell. Okay, so that was that. And then I got the all-time great golfers, which I'm not for sure how many's in that set, but that's cool. They're going to give you a little bit of summary of their career. And then I got one more set. This is my favorite time in golf is the 60 stars. So those were the 2 card sets I got, plus the 20,000 that came. So this one doesn't have a little bio on each one, but that's cool nonetheless. And then the 60s card comes with Thunderbird, which is an old 60s course. I'm not for sure if it's still around or not, but I think it was Thunderbird, Thunder Ridge, Thunder something. So that comes with that set. I don't know if the all-time great comes with a set or not, or a course or not. It doesn't. So so all-time golfers in baseball, I'm not a great big fan of what ifs. In golf, I don't mind it a bit. I like seasons, and I'll show you something I got here in a minute. But let's see. Okay, so Tiger Woods. Yeah, so it's yeah, that's really cool that they give you that little synopsis on the all-time greats. So one thing that's really cool about this game is it has a very strong, what's what I'm looking for, group of people who create things for the game. So there's a lot of extra courses. There's some extra seasons. So I found the 1958 season, which comes with 67 golfers, which is really cool. And so that, again, this game, it's a little bit more open-ended. It's not as stat-driven. And so, you know, something like this is really cool. And for the life of me, I can't remember who did it. I apologize. You who created it know who it was. And then Pine Valley was one of the golf courses that they had. So I printed that off on cardstock, so I got me an extra course here. So get that started. So anyway, there you have everything I got. I had to sell some of my music equipment to get this one, which is fine because I got more musical equipment than I need, and I don't do much music-wise anyway these days. So as you can see, as I've said before, sports sims are my thing, and pretty much the only thing I spend money on. So you know, get a good collection, and it's nice to pull things out and play, you know, when you want. So excited to give this a whirl. Appreciate all the videos of everybody who is, I know Tenacious has done some, Tenacious Earl, and again Steve from After Further Review. And so it looks to be an interesting game. This one actually attracts a lot of people. I've seen a couple of videos. I don't remember the people's names, but they weren't even sports gamers, and they were really impressed with this game. And so again, because it's not a numbers thing, and you're not going to do shot by shot, it's not going to give you what you can get from APBA or ASG, but it can do things that APBA and ASG can't unless you're using the computer. I'm talking about cards and dice on the table, of course. So interested to play a round or two, and again, I'll try to get some of these up on the channel. I've been playing Dice Nuts, which is an interesting game. It does something that the other ones don't do. I've been playing more ASG golf than anything. Been mainly cards and dice, but I have the computer game. I've had it for a long time, and at first I really wasn't getting it. The cards and dice wasn't coming across to me, but I keep trying because everybody really loves that game. So it must be something that I'm missing, so I'm still trying, and I'm starting to get it a little bit. I mean, obviously with a computer you can do things that you can on the cards. With the cards and dice, you know, do tournaments and all kinds of neat things. It's not an exact representation of the cards and dice. The cards typically don't seem to be the same. I guess they make adjustments because of how it plays differently on the computer. But obviously you can do a lot with the computer that you can't with the cards and dice. So anyway, as you can see right now, I'm in golf mode. Still playing baseball, of course, but mostly golf right now. trying to get, got back into ASG, and so have to try the big boys, which History Maker Golf is right up there with everybody else, if not on top of a few. So also just wanted to say thanks to everybody for their continued comments and support, and I will try to get back to doing some gaming on the channel. Sometimes it's easier just to pull it out and play without having to set up the camera and the microphone, and you have to set it up differently on your table when you're doing it on camera, and so it is something I love to do, but sometimes it's fun just to pull it out and not have to worry about that. But I will get some of these things on the channel, and again, I appreciate everybody's interest, so I appreciate it very much, and I'll see you next time.